to blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Westbrook now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 38.
Time up. 64, reach. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
7-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Looking long for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, foxtrot. Yo, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
4 yards. Move those chains. That's good for another Jackson.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check, cross. 22-jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. You're not ready.
On 2nd and a yard. Minshew to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
58 to Mike. Hey, get in the way. Hey, look, 3. 218, chop.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with White. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Jaguars 9, Bills nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From midfield, here's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
He throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting. And
he's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
39-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eluding the pressure right. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. From the gun, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, here we go. 46 to Mike, 46. Who draw quarters? Kill.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Minshew sets to throw, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, because I was a blessed with no one will fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
On the set. 49. No gain on this defense. No gain. Undercross.
Running it with Armstead. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That story that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
30, Bills 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Allen will try again on second down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Bills first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross 78 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Allen, and he slings one that's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Allen, and he completes it to the tight end Knox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31
yards. And the Bills' first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's good for another Jackson.
It'll be Minshew again. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Minshew. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. For Davius.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Check 13. Check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded in the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
61.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Jaguars.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run here with Armstead. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll look to throw here. This is White on the screen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Jaguars 44, Bills 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
To number 86.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Allen's pass.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Pilot, 64. Weak. Hey, Echo. Let's go, baby. Alert 3, alert 3. Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
A gain of
the end result, 21 yards.
The Bills first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
13-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yes. 46. Cut.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Check my 46. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.